Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to teach you why you should not buy Dogecoin. I'm going to give a few core reasons why it's not a smart thing to buy, and there's no like real inherent value to buying it. Why I personally wouldn't buy it at all, and a lot of common mistakes and like things that people don't realize of like just why there's no inherent value to buying it and why you just should not buy it. Okay, so I'll break down several reasons, and we'll hop on my computer and like I'll show you a few reasons why you really shouldn't buy it. Okay. First thing to realize is that if you look at Dogecoin, you look at the market cap. So a common mistake that people make is that they look at price when this price doesn't mean anything at all. The market cap is what really matters. So Dogecoin's market cap is 7.47 billion. Okay, if we go to Ethereum, it's 242 billion. Bitcoin is at like 1.1 trillion, right? A lot. So Dogecoin is still in the billions. It's already pretty big. Um, So when people ask, like, they don't realize this, and people think, oh, like Dogecoin will get to $1 this year, or it'll get to $10, and because this price is really cheap, but this price doesn't mean anything. For it to get to $1, this would have to 20x, so you'd have to get to 140 billion market cap, which is highly unlikely. But for it to get to like $10, like Dogecoin is not going to get to $100, because if it were to get to like $10, then it would have to 20, it would have to, what, like 200x, right? So 10 divided by 0.0577, it's 173. It, 173 times. It's all those people are not going to pour into this coin, okay? So the price isn't going to go up that much. That's one reason not to get it. Another reason not to get it is if you look at the fluctuation, it's not been by much. It's just been pumps and then it hasn't really moved much the past few months. Okay. Some other things to realize too is that like a good coin should have like a good team behind it and a good like mission behind it, like what they're trying to do and stuff. So Dogecoin has no value because it doesn't have a team behind it that's like really doing anything. It's like a joke coin, so it was made as a joke. Um, made for fun and for free, and they don't have anything that they're really working on, so they don't have any real projects. It's just um, given to people as like a fun thing, but it's you can pay for some things in Dogecoin, but it's not um, it doesn't have anything that it's doing that separates it from any other coin. They don't have any project or any niche that they're working on. For example, there are certain coins um, that are working in like the video game space, or they're working in online shopping space. If you go to like Cardano, ADA is a coin that will get a lot more value. And it's like they're doing very specific things. Like, look, they're pioneered by a team of academics and engineers. They're offering a unique approach to scaling and securing blockchain network. They're doing things in the third world countries, right? So ADA has a mission. Polkadot is another coin that has a mission, and they have specific things that they're trying to do. Dogecoin doesn't have this and is just like a joke currency. So um, it doesn't have any fundamentals behind it. It doesn't have any values behind it. Okay, like if you look at any of these coins, the Graph, Matic, they have certain things that they're trying to do. Um, Dogecoin doesn't have that. Dogecoin doesn't have like any inherent values. So when you want to see if a coin is should be valued at something, you look at like, okay, do they have a team? Do they have projects that they're working on? Do they have a CEO? Are they like running as a company or are they not? So Dogecoin very clearly is not, okay? So that's why it's a good reason not to buy it because their value is based on pure speculation that like people just like if Elon Musk shouts it out on like Twitter that, oh, hey guys, buy Dogecoin, that's when people are buying. It's based purely on hype. So there's no reason that it should go up in price. And if it does, it's purely on speculation, which means it can go down just as much. If you look at, so we'll go back to my computer. Sorry, it's like functioning. Hold on. So the investor Warren Buffett talks about value investing, which is pretty much like you invest in things for their inherent value, okay? And that means that is there like a company behind it? Do they like do something of useful service to like the world? If they don't, then there's not like a reason that their price is like justified, you know? So that's the big thing is like Dogecoin's price isn't really justified. They don't really do anything. Um, Dogecoin, you go to like news, it looks unattractive in an ocean of altcoins. Okay, why is that? It doesn't really do anything. So that's like one reason not to invest. A second reason not to invest is that um, the people that are invested in Dogecoin own majority shares. So the thing to realize is that Dogecoin, like the majority shares, are already owned by certain people. Okay, so like that means that they control the price. So like major holders, okay, major holders own like a lot of Dogecoin, and they hold the vast majority of Dogecoin. I forget what the exact percentage is, but like see all these percentages here, they own like a huge chunk of Dogecoin. Someone here has like, yeah, so like millions and billions of Dogecoin that's owned by certain people. So that means like if the price ever goes up a lot, like they can potentially sell and move the entire market. Okay, that's not the case with like other coins with Ethereum and Bitcoin or a lot of the smaller cryptocurrencies. There's like tons of people that own them, but Dogecoin, the majority of the holders are like a couple of people that like started it or started young, bought in like early when it was a joke currency, it was nothing, and then like its value shot up for purely speculative gaming reasons, fun reasons. So they never sold. And like that means that if you buy in, if tons of people buy in, you're not going to move the price that much because like the majority of people, there's like a majority that holds it already, you know? So because of that, they can kind of control what ends up happening to it. If they want to sell, like at any point, they can sell and make a lot of money. Um, and its price is not really justified. Um, So that's like a couple of things. My main things are like Dogecoin first, like the price hasn't really moved, and it even if it does move, there's not like really any reason. So with investing, you have to realize that there has to be fundamentals to it. There has to be a company behind it. There has to be a team behind it. There has to be projects that they're working on. They have to do something. They have to create some value in the world, like be a business of some sort. You know, their price has to be justified in that. And then based on that, you see if the price is undervalued or if it is overvalued. You know. Um, just based on like, oh, okay, this company does something, Tesla does something. If you think of like the WeWork scandal, it's like, okay, they found out that their company doesn't actually really like do anything and they're vastly overvalued and then their value shoots down like a lot. Well, Dogecoin doesn't have any inherent value. It doesn't really do anything. It's a joke currency, you know, and they don't have a team that's working on anything. They don't have like a big CEO that's working on anything. So that's like a huge reason not to get it. Second reason not to get it is that um the market cap is already pretty high, so for it to increase a lot more would take like tons of people pouring in. Like there are a lot cheaper altcoins that you can buy. There are cheaper coins that you can buy in like Uniswap or in like the Voyager app or maybe in Coinbase even that are much lower market caps and that like will have the potential to increase a lot more and make you a lot more money in both the short term and the long term. So you're better off investing in those coins than in Dogecoin, okay? Um, those other projects they also work on specific things. They have a function, they have a team, they have a CEO, they have projects that they're working on, so that gives them additional like purpose. So like even if their price goes down a lot, it's not speculative because it's tied to something that they're doing, you know, so you can confidently like hold that coin because you know that their value is justified. Okay, and then the third thing of why not to buy Dogecoin is that like a majority of people like that um are holding it like they're holding it, you know, and like the majority of the coin is like already held by like a bunch of people, like a couple of people, not like a ton of people. It's not like a few people hold the vast like sum of Dogecoin. So because of that too, you can't make a lot of money in this coin, and you can in like so many other cryptocurrencies, but you really can't. Like, there's no real value to it. There's like a lot of downside, a lot of risk, and like no real upside. The coin hasn't really moved in like a few months, and even if it does move, even if it does shoot up like a ton, it's gonna be what's called like a pump and dump coin, where basically people are just getting in on speculation. So you just buy in and then sell out at like the top or something, because it has no inherent value. It's not really tied to anything. It's not really doing anything. So that's the thing to realize with Dogecoin. That's why I would not invest in Dogecoin, and why I would not buy any, and why even if it was going up, or like if the price suddenly goes to like $10 in like a year or something, which is extremely unlikely in my opinion, I still wouldn't like regret not buying in, because there's nothing they're working on as a team, as a project. It serves no value as a coin, and there's no one that's like working to make it anything better, and for that reason and a lot of other reasons, I just choose not to invest in it. I think it's really unwise, and there's no like good reason of why you should invest in it. And again, remember that price is not market cap. So like, just because it says 0.057 cents and you can buy a lot of them doesn't mean that's the real price. The market cap is the real price, you know so keep that in mind, and stay tuned. Okay.